T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life.
And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you God damn me.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
As a child, my mother would warn us of Baba Yaga, a powerful demon who would possess and devour souls of men.
Rid yourself of your pain. Why burden your soul any further?
Peter Collymore is in the house tonight. Let's make some fucking noise.
He's dead!
Collymore.
Say it now! It's time.
Give it to me!
You are in good hands. Sooner or later, even a good man has to choose evil.
Ooh, baby. 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 Ooh, baby.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today it's Sunday. It's Horror Hangout Sunday. It's 1,000 subscribers Sunday. That's what I'm talking about. And here with me to celebrate, along with all of you wonderful people in the chat. I see every one of you, and the chat's already stressing me out to try to catch up with. You guys are freaking awesome. With me, as always, on Sunday is Mad Matt from Mad Matt's Mask, and Clayton from Ages of Film is here with us tonight as well. What is up, fellas? How y'all doing tonight?
Take it off, Clayton.
Oh man, I'm doing good, man. Always an honor to be here, brother. And I just wanted to be the first one to say congratulations, my man, on hitting the 1,000 subs, man. Well deserved. A lot of hard work put into it. So I couldn't be more proud of you, man. You're going to be at 2K here in no time, and can't wait for that, man. But you've been kicking ass and taking names. I'm super happy for you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Clayton. Same here, Michael. Michael, I've been friends with you for quite some time now, man.
Yeah.
And I guys, I really don't have words, and I'm not usually that guy, but yeah, man, I'm a little bit just taken back. Like, I remember talking about, when you were able to hit 100 subscribers, and what that would be like and everything. And then here we are, brother. And dude, I'm very, very proud of you. I see your passion. At first, it just, it was an idea, and then over time I saw you're just, dude, your passion is insane. And I think that is why we're here. You love what you do. You absolutely do. You're true about it. And I'm very happy for you, Michael. Congrats, brother. Love you, man. And let's do this.
Thanks. I appreciate you guys saying that stuff. And for me, it's everybody, dude. It's doing the shows with you, Matt. It's doing shows with you, Clayton. It's doing shows with Eric. It's doing shows with everybody that I've done, shows with, any shows that I've been on of other content creators. But it's not, to me, I appreciate everything that you guys are saying. Believe me, I'm very humble. I love it. But to me, it's everybody that's here, man. Like it's their win for me. It's all the people that have ever hit the like button. It's all the people that have ever commented. It's all the people that have ever showed up in the live chat. It's all, to me, it's like I feel like I'm giving them this. You know what I mean? Like it should be a celebration for everybody that hangs out here. And I love to use the term we when I talk about Movies and Beyond, because without Matt, without Clayton, without every single person in the chat here and the people that couldn't make it tonight, none of this is anything. It's not. It's not just me sitting here in front of, my computer, babbling off about how I like John Carpenter's version of Michael Myers the best, and Matt counteracting saying, no, Rob Zombie's hot, you know, that's great. But at the end of the day, man, it's a win for everybody that's here. You know, it's this beautiful community that existed before I did, you know, that welcomed me into it, that'll be here long after I'm gone. You know, to have a place in that community, the horror community in general, you know, that's the honor for me. And for people to come and want to talk with me on here, that's an honor for me. All of this is an honor for me that you guys have taken your time to hang out at Movies and Beyond. So when we say congratulations, Michael, for 1,000 subscribers, I say congratulations to all of you for 1,000 subscribers and all the 1,000 people that come to Movies and Beyond and decided to click that button, because you guys know that you'll always have a place to hang out. And your opinion, dude, I don't care what horror movie you like. We're all different. And I mean, I don't think that has been proven anywhere more than on this show. How many times have we been back and forth about Michael and Jason, or which version of Michael? Or dude, guess what? Nobody's right. They're all opinions. And we all love horror for a specific reason. There's that one thing that we see in our favorite things of horror, and we latch onto it. And there's nothing anybody can say to take that away from us. And I want that to be, and it has been on this channel. Your opinions are welcome here. You know, I just love that you're here, and I love that you're enjoying the show, and I love every single one of you people that are here tonight and that are watching on replay. That's what Movies and Beyond is to me. It's not just Michael. Sure, Michael puts his mug up on the screen and says, hey, everybody, you know, but that's small. That's small in the grand scheme of things, of all the people that love to hang out here. But thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for all of it, like every bit of it. Thank you for Movies and Beyond, because without you guys, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. But I can't wait to celebrate that,
Michael,
with you guys.
I remember you saying, I remember back in the day, you know, saying like, you know, you have 500 subscribers, and I was thinking like 500 people want to listen to you and I go back and forth about this dumb shit, like, you know. But now I get it, man. And where you're spot on is that all opinions are welcome, you know, because let's face it, I would have been booted off a long time ago. I'm one of the biggest guys where my opinion is, Clayton, it's rarely the norm, man. I had a guy in the shop the other day, and his two favorite Halloween movies were Resurrection and H2O. Tell me if you guys have ever met an individual where his two favorites are Resurrection and H2O. And I loved it about him. I was like, dude, and you know, he spit it right off. He had no problem with it. I'm like, that's great. I think you're crazy, but that's great. And that's what, Michael, that's what you have always welcomed here, man. And that says something, dude.
Yeah, I it's crazy you say that, Matt, because I was streaming earlier today and doing my top 10 favorite horror movies from the 90s. And I had someone on there tell me that he's a big fan of Seed of Chucky. And I heard that, and I was taken back, man, because, you know, I see that movie, and I'm like, I don't see what there is for anyone to like about this movie, but he loves it, you know, and that's super cool. I tell people all the time, I might have a genuine reaction to your take, to your opinion, but I more than welcome it, you know, and I love hearing people that have different opinions than me. I wouldn't want to be on a channel where everyone's just saying the same shit that I'm saying all the time. Like, I want to hear different opinions and pick their brains. Why do you like this movie? What is it about that? Like, I'm fascinated with people's opinions on things, and why they get to the position where they get to, you know? So yeah.
It's funny, dude, because go ahead.
Yeah, or like to go with what you're saying, Clayton, or on a show where you almost feel like I don't want to feel like I'm getting, you know, there's fun, you know, back and forth about your movie and all that stuff, whether you disagree, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But when there's people out there I've seen that are just downright mean.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, hell no, dude. I got better things to do
Right.
than go have somebody just like make me feel like absolute shit because I love
Right.
whatever, Rob Zombie's Halloween. Like,
Yeah.
keep it fun, man. Like, but just don't just rip into them. And I see a lot of that, dude. It's like, because my taste, like Michael knows, there's classic movies out there that I know are beloved. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, stuff like that. I've never gotten into it.
I can't believe you don't like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Sorry, that just came out.
I get
American Werewolf in London,
and that is fine. I expect that, but it's never like just when you start making somebody just feel like shit,
right?
Or that they're an outcast for liking that's when you cross that line.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude,
so,
and your love for movies can come from more than what you're seeing on the screen, dude. It can remind you of a time that maybe you sat with your dad and maybe your dad's not
and
around
you're real
anymore.
big on that, Michael.
And
I
it's
love
just
that.
like you build that connection through this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, there are movies, and I need to get to the chat here in a second, you guys. I'm so far behind that it's stressing me out. Like I'm getting those like anxiety itches and shit because I want to include everybody in this. But dude, it could be a moment. You know what I mean? Like just a moment that you were watching that movie with someone special or someone that's not here and someone else can't understand. Like, that movie is terrible, but it's just like, look, man, it brings me back. It brings me back to a time that was very special to me. And I will always love this movie because of that. Look at me,
so
dude.
F off. I love it. F off.
Sleepaway Camp 2 for me. Look, I will die on that hill, bro. I am all about some Sleepaway Camp 2. Not even the original. Yeah, it was cool. But, Sleepaway Camp 2, that's my jam. Like, I can't help it. It's not even Felissa Rose. It's not Felissa Rose anymore. And it's just, but yeah, let me get to the chat, you guys. Let's catch up here. And then we'll get into it. I've got some cool games to play that I actually came up with on my own that should stress you guys out, and that's what I'm trying to do, because I'm gonna play along with you guys, and it's probably gonna stress me out too.
You might see me break a sweat on this one.
You might, and there's one in particular that I think that you might, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. Starting off with the super chats, Peter Anthony Productions contributes $19.99 to Movies and Beyond, saying congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. So proud of you and your team, Peter. Let me just talk about Peter for a second. First of all, thank you, Peter. Thank you very much. That means a lot coming from you, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. But let me talk about this guy, Peter Anthony. I watched Roseblood, and we started talking after, he had made Roseblood, and I said, hey, I want to watch Roseblood on my channel. I hope that's okay. This and that. And this guy and I have been talking ever since. We've talked about fan films. We talked about, Jason and stuff. And I consider him a close friend of mine at this point. And Peter Anthony, if you guys do not know Peter Anthony, take time to get to know Peter Anthony. He's not only great at what he does, he's a hell of a guy too. Peter, thank you, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Q from Q's Reviews has donated $10 to Movies and Beyond, and that is the Duke right there, the Duke in person from Roseblood. What is up, my man? He's saying, congrats, bro. The 1K is a huge milestone. The great is real. Your show is the shit. Dude, that means so much. Q is someone that I've met recently, but he has been super cool, man. Like, Q, you are awesome, dude. I know I always refer to you as the Duke, but you are Q. I do understand that, man, but damn it, dude, in my mind, you are the Duke. You are always welcome here at Movies and Beyond, and I look forward to getting to know you more and going down and hanging out with you, dude. Thank you so much for donating to the channel, and thank you so much for being as cool as you've been so far, bro. Thank you. Sarah Campbell has donated $10 as well. Congratulations on 1K. She goes, well, 1.72K. We're at 1.72K.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna be at 2K here in a minute, bro.
Thank you, Sarah. She's saying, happy to have found this community. This community is lucky to have you, Sarah. You have helped out this channel in the small amount of time that you've been here. You have helped us out so much. You're a great friend, and I want to thank you for being here. And thank you so much for the super chat. And that Jeopardy game last night was awesome. Thank you again so much. Jerry Wilson, Jerry, my guy, has donated has gifted one Movies and Beyond membership. Look, there are people, everybody's special in this community. This guy is it every single stream. Look, Jerry, you are the man, dude. Like, seriously, Movies and Beyond would not be the same without Jerry in the chat. I just couldn't see Movies and Beyond without Jerry. And Jerry, you're so generous with this channel. You're such a great friend, man. We're always talking, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Val from Val's Views has donated $10, and Val from Val's Views is also in the channel. The General is in the chat, and the General always gets a salute from Movies and Beyond. What's up, Val? I hope you are having a great day, my friend. She is saying, congrats on 1.72K. Been amazing to watch you grow as a creator and see this amazing Movies and Beyond fam flourish. Thug life forever. Val, you have done so much for this channel since you've come here. You've been a great friend. I always look forward to your takes on movies. You've just been fantastic, and I can't thank you enough. Movies and Beyond is just as lucky to have you as you saying that you're glad to be a part of it. Like, all of you guys have been fantastic, and I love all of you guys. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. All right, now, guys, we can get to the regular chat that I'm about 100 behind. Let's try to get everybody and say what's up. Dude, I'm still not to the top yet. You guys are freaking awesome. Oh my god. Let's see. DJ is in the chat saying hello, T-minus 43 minutes until celebration. DJ was here 43 minutes early for this celebration. How cool is that? DJ, what's up, my man? So happy to have you here, brother. Thank you so much. Jerry Wilson said, ho, Michael and Matt. And I think he meant hi, but it's all good. What's up, Jerry? What is going on,
What's up,
my
Jerry?
friend?
Good to see you.
Let's see. Mr. Rick is in the chat saying, can't wait for tonight. Last night was really fun. I can't wait to do it again. Mr. Rick, we had a blast last night, and I had a blast meeting you for the first time last night, watching Friday the 13th, part 4. Mr. Rick is a Patreon member. He was sitting right there watching the movie with us. Mr. Rick, dude, what's up, man? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That mask was so gorgeous, I had to take it off, guys. This is what you got to look at now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's fine, man. It's fine.
I'm turning the screen off. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Dominic St. Clair is in the chat as well, saying hey to everybody. Dominic, Patreon member. He was watching the movie with us last night as well. Definitely a cool guy. Just starting out a channel, by the way. Dominic, get your link to me. I will share it in the chat. He's just getting started. He has one video out. Go over and check out my man Dominic St. Clair. He was doing it on Scream, so if you're a big Scream fan, I think Dominic hovers around in that area. I'm looking forward to see what he does next. But I'll try to get him on the show here soon. We could talk a little bit about his channel. What's up, my man?
I think we all know a few Scream fans. We could help him out for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Russell Dorsey is in the chat saying, what's up, everyone? I smashed that like button. I hope everyone is having a wonderful night. Hashtag Thug Life. Congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. Michael, Thug Life. Let's have some fun. That's what I'm talking about, Russell. And I don't know where we'd be without Russell's intros every time we get this show started. I'm always looking forward to what he has for us. It's always just a little bit different, and I have to pay attention when I'm reading it. What's up, my man?
Michael, if I can say something real quick.
Hell yeah.
Like, you took the words right out of my mouth, because when we first started talking about just everybody who has always, been here and been just true to the channel, Russell's one of the first names that comes to my mind. You could end up with 5K or something, and it could be going wild, and I'd say, where's Russell? Like, for real. Russell, you have been great, man. I always love what you have to say.
Am I still moving?
I got you.
Okay. I think Matt froze up. Give him a second. Is it going to come back in?
I don't know if it was just me or if you're.
That's why I waved my hand. I'm an idiot. I'm listening. Matt, you back?
I think so.
Okay, you froze up there.
You
for a
guys
second,
left
bud.
for a minute. What happened there?
You froze up. We were just checking to see if you were
Okay.
back. You started moving again.
Did you hear what I said?
I think you got
about the
about
great
halfway
Russell?
through it. I think you got about halfway.
Okay. Well, man, I'll just say, dude, Russell is fantastic. He's been there from day one. And it's like, it's just, dude, he is a huge part of Movies and Beyond. Love you, Russell, dude. You know, and it's not a show without Russell, man. Like that's a true horror fan. And he's been there from the get-go. And it's guys like that, you know, make channels, man. So
it's great, man, because
that's what
everybody that comes here has their own personality that I look forward to. You know what I mean? Everybody adds something. You know, like you can look at all the people in the chat and be like, I kind of know where this is going to go with this person. I kind of know where this is going to go with this person. And I always look forward to reading the chat and seeing what everyone says. Because, you know, we're going to go off on something crazy half the time. You know, I look back to the chat for people to talk some sense into me, you know, on a lot of this stuff. And it's just so much fun. Lydia's in the chat as well saying, Heidi ho, officers. What's up, Lydia? I hope you're having a great week, my friend. And
Hello,
James
Lydia.
has entered the chat. The Shape is in the chat saying, hi there, folks. I hope you had a great day. What's up, James? I hope you are doing well, my friend. Good to see you, man. So good to see you. Let's see here.
Just another strong supporter, man. Like,
yeah,
dude, he'll live or die with you, Michael. Like, James, you're amazing, dude. It's great to see you on here, brother.
Definitely. And the Duke has donated $20 to the channel and said that type of information will cost you. I'm about to sit on my fingers because you are not breaking those off, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Oh, so good. So good. All right, let's see. I lost my place, which is tough to do here. Oh, I'm way out. Oh, dear God. There's a ton of Thug Lives in the chat, you guys. Let's see if I can get through. I've never had this much trouble with the chat. You guys are freaking awesome tonight. I've lost my place. Peter Anthony's in the chat saying, let's rock. What's up, Peter? Sarah Campbell is in the chat saying, hey, friends. What's up, Sarah? Let's see. Oh, God, I hope I'm getting everybody. Jeff D'Angelo is in the chat as well saying, hey, everyone. What's up, Jeff? I saw Jeff this weekend. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you're doing well.
And yeah, and I actually missed Jeff. So, yeah, sorry I missed you, Jeff. Good to see you on here, buddy.
Melissa is in the chat. Not just Melissa, but Melissa the wild card. That's awesome.
I love it.
What's
up, Melissa?
Melissa? Let's see. I know I'm missing people. I don't want to do that. Good God. Michelle Guzman's in the chat saying, hello, everyone. What's up, Michelle? I hope you're having a great day. Always glad to see you here. And Michelle's actually new to us, too. She came to us when the Coleman brothers came on the show. And she's been here ever since. Always glad to have you here, Michelle. In the short time you've been here, you've definitely made an impact on Movies and Beyond. Always glad to have you here. Let's see. Oh, God, I can't even get through everybody. God, you guys are so awesome.
That's just fantastic.
I know, man. I just don't want to miss anyone because it's such a special night for everybody. Mayanne is in the chat as well saying, hello, everyone. What's going on, Mayanne? I hope you're having a great week.
Welcome, Mayanne.
Mad Mom, a.k.a. Teresa Stevens, is in the chat saying, hello, everyone out there in Movies and Beyond world. Congrats on 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you so much. That means so much to me.
Always great to see you on here, mother. That's my mother there, Clayton, supporter of Movies and Beyond. And yeah, it's awesome to see her on here.
Hell yeah.
Chris Davis is in the chat as well saying, happy Sunday, everyone. What's up, Chris? I hope you're having a great Sunday. Oh, let's see. I'm afraid that I'm just gonna end up getting people twice and being like, "Hey, how you doing?" It's like, no, we got the one already.
You didn't happen to see a John in there by any chance, Michael? A John,
dude, I am so far behind. I'm like a third of the way through. Like I'm not even freaking close.
No worries. I just
Jeff DeAngelo's in the chat
hello.
too, saying Kaylee is also watching. I said what's up to Jeff, but I did not say what's up to Kaylee. What's up, Kaylee? I hope you're having a great
Hello,
day.
Kaylee. Good to see you, Kaylee. I miss you, Kaylee.
Kim is in the chat as well, saying, "Hey everyone, what's going on, Kim? Hope you're having a great weekend."
That's not just Kim, Michael. That's Kim, aka Horror Trivia Champion, right there, right there. Oh, and here comes her rival. Oh, damn.
John's in the chat as well, saying, "Hi all, coming in late. What's up, John? Glad to have you here."
Hello, John.
Let's see. We've got all kinds of people in the chat. Good God, man. Let's see. Make sure that I pronounce this right. Kessler Daniel Garcia is in the chat saying, "Mr. Frost with Jeff Goldblum is a good horror film." What's up, man? Definitely glad to have you here. Welcome to Movies and Beyond.
I have not seen Mr. Frost. Have you, Clayton?
I've never even heard of Mr. Frost.
Same here.
Definitely worth checking out.
But I've heard of Jeff Goldblum.
Right, that Jeff Goldblum. It might be a banger.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Peter says, "I'm removing my donation because Matt doesn't like Ferris Bueller's Day Off." Just kidding.
I mean, what are we gonna do about that, man?
It's like, wait, what are you gonna do? But by
Dude, I
I
got tons of them that'll get me hate, Clayton. I got tons of them.
Yeah, we made negative $22 today. Like,
I have one in particular bone to pick with you, Matt, later that I've heard you say. But
all right, fair enough. All right.
Polar's in the chat as well. What's up, Polar? Saying, yo, everyone. What is going on, Polar? Always glad to have you here. That's another person that's been here, forever. Been here forever.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
What's up, Polar?
Hope you're having a great day, my friend. Craven something scary's in the chat saying, "Congrats, Michael and Matt. Well done." Thank you, Craven. I appreciate that, buddy.
Dude,
I appreciate that,
Michael.
my friend.
I don't know if you've heard from me for a while, but I have not, man. It's good to see. It's good to see Craven, man. It's
definitely good. Always good to see Craven.
I hope you're doing well, man. That's cool. I've not heard from that gentleman in a while, and he's a super cool guy, man. Super cool guy.
Oh yeah. Did I get everybody? Did I? No, every time I go down, like you get that little like thing that you scroll down, you think you're at the bottom, and then it just shoots back up to the top.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like that. That's just, why are they doing that to me?
It's a great problem to have.
This is somebody that I haven't talked to in a while either. The Shape in the Shadows. Nice to see. Oh, I thought he said nice to see you, man. But he's also saying congratulations, dude. Definitely good to see you, man. And I'm glad you're stopping by to hang out, man. I hope you've been doing well, my friend. I haven't seen him in a while. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. I think I got everybody. If I did miss you by chance, I apologize. That y'all are fantastic. That was definitely something to go through. And I see that a lot of links are being shared in the chat. And I want to thank you guys for that so much. You guys throwing up the links for everybody. And one thing I did want to say before we get started, when we had our intro, I did show Peter Anthony's laugh trailer. And from what Peter was saying yesterday, the Indiegogo did expire, but they are going to re-up it, and he's going to put even more perks. So as soon as we get the new link for that, once that's all set up and ready to go, we'll share that out so you guys can go over and check that out, because that's definitely a project worth supporting 100%. All right, guys. Excellent. So tonight, 1,000 subscriber celebration. And I've got a few things that I want to do. I figure I made 3 games, and they're not going to take long. They're probably like 5 minutes each, but they're definitely going to bring out some discussion. Okay. So I figure maybe we'll do one now. We'll talk for a little bit. We'll hang out with the chat. Then we'll do another one, talk for a little bit, hang out with the chat. And then the last one I want to save because I'm definitely looking forward to what you guys have to say about that one. And it makes me smile thinking about it so much. Let's see. What did I put that under? I'm going to bring the first one up now. And this is a game that we played before in the past, Matt, but we've never played this game with Clayton. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how he does this. Oh, man. Let's see. Here's the folder. This
put
is
me on the spot, man. Now I got to come through.
Dude, I am, but it's not easy for us either. It's not easy for us either. And it's kind of a dick move of a question too. Okay. So let me just say that it's not like you're going to be happy when you see this, but you probably will laugh. So there is that. All right.
Okay.
Let me ask you real quick, Michael, because I'm sorry, you guys did cut out on me.
Okay.
Did I cut out on you guys?
Not that I noticed.
Just now?
I've always been here.
Yeah. You did on my end a little bit. You just came back.
Okay. Did I miss anything that you had to say, Michael? I'm sorry.
Well, so what we're going to do is we're going to play a game that I like to call Rank These Movies.
Okay.
And that's always been a fun game for us. I am seeing that Craven Something Scary saying, unfortunately, I have to run. Enjoy the rest of the stream, everyone. Congrats, Michael. Matt, talk to you soon. Bye, everyone in the chat. Take it easy. Take it easy, Craven. I also see that Eric from the Bearded Entertainment is in the chat as well, saying, congratulations on 1K, bro. You'll be at 5K before you know it. Eric, dude, that's another person that this isn't happening without. So thanks, man. I know you're busy tonight, dude. But thanks for taking the time to stop by. I really appreciate it.
What's up, Eric?
All right. Are you guys ready for this?
Oh, yeah. I'm a ranking machine.
Let's see if this is going to... What is this doing? Now it's beeping at me. There it goes. This is called Rank These Movies. Now, what I can do here is I can go ahead and pause it right there. Apparently, that works. So we like to rank movies on this channel, and we have done this in the past. But when you get 4 gems like this, you get 4 movies that are so good that you just really can't choose. I am going to make you tell me which is the best movie, which is the worst movie, all the way down from 1 to 4, 1 being the best, 4 being the worst, starting with 4, going 4, 3, 2, 1, and then explain why number 1 is the best of these movies.
So we start with the best or the worst? I'm sorry.
The worst. So number 4 will be the worst.
Shit.
All right. And so this is my channel, so I'm sure as hell not going first.
Oh, man.
I am not going first. And we've already proven on this channel that you can't flip coins because of lighting and everything.
Clayton, take it off, man.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Take it off.
It's so good. I know it's so good.
Buddy. Oh, yeah. You guys are mean, man.
I've played
this is wrong.
Game. I played this game one other time, and the people I had on here, Matt, you were here too, and we were just like, "What the hell?" So I wanted to bring it back because it's been probably 10 or 11 months since we played it, and who knows, Matt? I don't think that I chose these exact 4 movies last time, but
you did not. You did not.
No one should have to suffer through this, man. This is rough. So I'm going 4 is the worst, 1 is the best.
Yes. So you have these 4 movies. Number 4. You know what we can do? We could
start with the worst.
We'll start with Clayton. Give me your number 4. Then we go to Matt. Give me your number 4. Then I'll give the number 4, and we'll just go back around.
Okay. Because to do this all in one would be savagery. All right, so my number 4, between these 4, dude, I can't believe I have to do this.
It's so good.
Yeah, and there's actually a lot of things to think about. But I'm gonna go number 4.
There are a lot to think of. There's a lot of things to
There
think about.
is, yeah, a lot of things to consider. But I'm gonna go. My number 4 would be Halloween Resurrection, and the reason for that is because being the Halloween fan that I am, being the Michael fan that I am, the disrespect that Halloween Resurrection shows Michael, to me, it angers me more than any of the other 3 movies on there anger me, because of what it does to my boy. Now, I think you can make an argument that maybe it's the best made of the 4, but I would be more likely to throw on one of the other 3 before Resurrection, just because I know I'm not going to be able to sit through Resurrection without wanting to punch somebody in the face about 100 times. So for that reason, Halloween Resurrection would be at the bottom for me.
That I see the frustration angle that you have with that. And before
Yeah.
we get to you, Matt, just real quick, I do want to say what's up to the Night Watch Zone, who has stopped by to say big congrats. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you very much. Awesome. And then Val's comment here. Are you freaking kidding me, Michael? That whole list sucks. But yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, it does.
Hmm.
It does. And people are already throwing their rankings in. Yes. Make sure in the chat that you guys are putting the rankings in there. Give me your number 4s. Matt, take it away, sir. Is he
frozen?
I think he's frozen.
I don't know.
Well, I will go with my number 4, and when he kicks back in, we'll go ahead and let him go. Number 4 for me, I'm going Freddy's Dead. I feel like this was the most disrespectful movie of the franchise. Freddy was not Freddy whatsoever in this. I think that Freddy was he was a cartoon. He was a human cartoon, and it just felt, the movie it didn't feel like a Nightmare on Elm Street. So for that reason, I'm going to put Freddy's Dead at number 4. We talked about this extensively in the past, Matt, about him riding the witch broom, the guy rolling down the hill through the whole credit scene, entrance of the credit scene, him with the Wile E. Coyote move, pushing the thing in front. Dude, no, number 4 for me, Freddy's Dead. That's where I got to go with that for sure. What do you got for your number 4, Mad Matt?
This really is hard, guys. It's this will come back to play later, but I love what Clayton said with the Resurrection, because I'm going to have an entirely different outlook. It's gonna be interesting. Don't get me wrong, I can't stand it, but for different reasons. And anyhow. Guys, I'm gonna probably go with Texas Next Generation.
All right.
And really the only thing I can say is just god awful. And yeah, there's not a lot to say, guys. I'd rather just say that and move on, because I have some things I can say with like the Halloween, the Jasons and stuff. But I am a Texas Chainsaw fan, but there's gotta be some sort of story and at least a little bit of connection, like with the family and everything. And this story, guys, was just chopped to bits, like awful. I don't think Leatherface looked good. It's one I probably haven't seen in 10 years, maybe more. So yeah, I'll go with TCM, Next Generation.
The funny thing about this is none of us can even agree on this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just, but there's just so much crap here. It's like
There
it
is,
doesn't
dude.
even matter. You know, it doesn't even matter because it's. But here's the thing,
Here-
too. Now, if any of these or anyone in the chat's favorite, this is no disrespect to you whatsoever, and I encourage you to keep liking these movies. So let me just say that ahead of time. But you know,
Here's one last thing I want to say about it, Michael, because
yeah.
it's so bad. Like even when I say like screw it, I'm gonna watch a bad Texas Chainsaw. I go to Texas 3.
You're like not that bad.
Next Generation is so bad. I can't even get to it, man. Like, you know, I can say like I'll do bad, you know, and I'll do Texas Chainsaw 3. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I can't do that bad. Like, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's the way I am with the Resurrection. Like there's times I just want kind of a dumb, bad Halloween movie. And Resurrection is so bad I can't even it's
Can't even do it.
I can't even do it. Yeah. So
I hear you.
You know, it's funny because it's just like Matt was like, I want to watch a bad one. Hey, let's watch Next Generation. Well, not that bad. You know, I said bad. Not Next Generation bad. Next Generation is a different type of bad than a bad Texas movie.
Yeah.
Right? Like when you say bad to me, I'm thinking, do your thing, cuz. You know what I mean? Like, not let's fight over this remote control leg. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do that. I can't do that. Number 3 for you, Clayton.
Oh man.
All right. Resurrection is off the board for you, my friend. See, I'm getting this whole Alex Trebek thing now because I did Jeopardy last night. You know what I mean?
Be a game show host here pretty soon,
like,
man.
You know, it might be a venture that I could do.
Yeah.
You know?
So I've been thinking about this while y'all two were going. My number 3, I'm gonna go with Freddy's Dead. It's close. It's competing with Resurrection for that 4th spot. But the reason I'm taking Freddy's Dead over Resurrection is just because it doesn't quite piss me off to the level that Resurrection does. Like I literally have zero enjoyment. Literally zero enjoyment watching Resurrection. I'd rather just blow my brains out than to watch that shit. Freddy's Dead, I don't like it. It's dog crap, but it doesn't quite infuriate me to the level that Resurrection does. So by default, it kind of just comes in right above it. So I would go with Freddy's Dead as at number 3.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Matt, your number 3, sir.
God, it's hard, guys.
Dude.
Because it's between all right. I'm just gonna go ahead and piggyback. I'm going with Freddy's Dead. Part of me wants to go with Jason Goes Down. I'm gonna go with Freddy's Dead. You know, you guys know I've said a lot that I'm not the biggest fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street. My Nightmare on Elm Street franchise as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As a whole. You know, the original, don't get me started, just stupid classic greatness. Yeah. Franchise as a whole, it's another story with me. And that's the worst of the worst, as far as I'm concerned. You know, and it just the parts that we've talked about in the past, Michael, the things I don't like about Freddy, where they made him a little bit too just, you know, what's he going to say next? What are the one-liners? You know, what's he going to do that's like kind of goofy, where I want him to be that dark, gritty. Yeah. I wanted to fear him, man. I wanted to fear him. And Freddy's Dead just does all the stuff I don't like about that tenfold. You know, he's flying on broomsticks and, you know, playing, you know, Nintendo with the guys and stuff. And it just got to an absolutely ridiculous point. The plot's god awful, you know. Midway through following it, you just stop because you're just like, you feel a little bit dumber. It's terrible. It's
great
absolutely
graphics.
Terrible. And I can't even, I struggle because I'm down with dumb horror movies or cheesy horror movies. I have a feeling that the three of us are to some extent.
Yeah.
You know, because a big part of the 80s, a lot of it was some cheesy horror, but some of it was great cheesy horror. Freddy's Dead is not that. It's not that. It's just bad horror, poorly written, poorly executed.
Yeah, Freddy's Dead is just a straight kick in the balls. That's all that is.
And all of us being, casual Nightmare fans, I would say, we all really like Freddy. I do really love 1. I do really love 3. 4 is decent. You know what I mean? I like 2. But after that, well, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest Freddy fan, but if let's say that you are Freddy's your guy, you're a Nightmare through and through, this has got to make you mad. You know what I mean? Like it makes me mad, and I'm just but this is really got to make somebody mad. I definitely.
And there's 3 people out there where it's their favorite.
Yes,
that's okay too. Yes. But I guarantee there's at least 3.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Katie, I missed you in the chat. I'm sorry. Thank you for stopping by. Always love when Katie's here. What's going on, Katie? So I guess it's on me now for number 3. I'm going to go. It's coming down to 2 things. 1, I'm going to go Halloween Resurrection for the simple fact that I am aggravated with the, whole Michael stuff more than anything else. So I will say Halloween Resurrection, the whole, Busta Rhymes punking out Michael, that was tough for me. The way that they, and this is going to sound petty, but we are petty when it comes to Michael. I hate the fact that you could see Michael's eyes through the whole thing. I really don't like what they did with Jamie Lee Curtis. She looked like she didn't even want to be there to me. It just seemed like she was going through the motions just to get out of, that franchise. As a whole, to me, this movie, I just don't watch it. The last time I watched is when we did in October, when we did the Halloween stuff on the show where we talked about Halloween. I wanted to be fresh with it. And I was just sitting there like, you got to be freaking kidding me. Like there were, always look when I rewatch movies I don't like, I'm always looking for maybe something I missed that I might, that might just make me feel a little better. No, this didn't do that at all. No. If anything, it hurt the movie for me watching it again. So yeah, I'm definitely going with Halloween Resurrection. It's my number 3. So I've got Freddy's Dead, Halloween. Yeah, that's on par.
Yeah,
definitely going that way.
We had to watch a lot of bad movies, Michael, because we went through a lot of rankings there for a while. So, I felt it right there with you, brother. I remember you were texting me some of the times too, like during Texas Chainsaw, you'd say, I just watched Next Generation, and like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, we had to bite the bullet. And because you do want to be able to at least talk about it. Like, you can't just say it sucks, but I don't remember a thing about it. But yeah, we did our homework, man, and we went through some really, really shitty movies, man. Like, for sure.
Oh, good God.
Back to you, I guess, Clayton.
Clayton, number 2.
All right.
What is the second best movie in this franchise?
The second
or
best.
In this list. It's not even a franchise, it's a list.
The second least worst. Like I don't even want to give it the credit of saying best. Like it's the second least worst.
Best movie in this elite list.
Oh man, you're killing me, Smalls.
Most tolerable.
Dude. So I'm gonna go with TCM Next Generation. I reviewed this movie on my channel a while back, and I could barely get through it. My reaction on there is completely genuine. I had nothing positive to say about it. The thing that brings it number 2 here is pretty much down to Matthew McConaughey. I do think that he at least is so over the top and ridiculous that I can get a little bit of just entertainment watching him just be, at DEFCON 10, level 10 McConaughey just doing his thing. It's kind of actually in a weird way entertaining. Doing that whole thing. He gets crazy with it. I can kind of get some dumb, cheesy entertainment with McConaughey, but that's about it. That's like all that movie has going for it for me. So yeah, I would go with TCM as my number 2.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys know that Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger tried to get their names removed?
Yeah.
From that film. Okay, when I heard that, I was just like, dude, if that doesn't say something about the film,
right?
Because I've never heard of that before. Like maybe you guys have, like maybe it happens all the time. I don't know, but that's wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
When you're trying to get your name removed, that's great.
Yeah.
That's bad. But yeah, Clayton, I can actually I'm on board with that. You know, he does have some he has a little bit of, there's some entertainment there with Matthew McConaughey for sure. So okay, it's my number 2.
Number 2.
So I'm going to Jason Goes to Hell.
All right.
And I have nothing good to say about it, guys. I can't even, Clayton had that little bit to where he could say why it was 2. I guess I can say with Jason, I've talked a lot, Michael, about how, I just love the, the look of a character, if the setting looks good and all that stuff, that goes a long way with me, a long way. I do kind of dig and a lot of people don't like how Jason looked at the very beginning scene with the, when he's getting just riddled by all the bullets and stuff. Cause he was like too puffy and things like that. And I get it, but I kind of was digging it. I kind of was. I like the mask, like that was kind of just like embedded in his face. Like, I thought that was pretty cool. But then it just went to shit, man. The whole shape shifting kind of thing in and out of bodies has never been, it's never been anything I'm really interested in. And when they do that with Jason, it's just bad. It's bad all around.
Yeah.
But Jason, and I've said this before, like with Michael, the Jason box set is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite marathons to go down. Like I want to say that I can just always watch almost any Jason. So it does give me a little bit of Jason. So I guess that's the reason why I could say I put it at 2, but it's terrible, guys. It's the last Jason I would watch.
Some of these discs are cleaner than the others,
but you know, we are picking from a shit pile, guys. So
yeah,
that's about all I can say. I thought that beginning scene was kind of cool. I thought the ending, I did like Jason's glove, or I'm sorry, Freddy's glove coming up and all of that, and giving us that excitement for like a Freddy versus Jason. I liked that as well. Thought that was pretty cool. It sucked that we had to wait how many years to get that when we thought it would be like 6 months, but that's what I got.
Dude, well done. It's tough. I know that these are tough, you guys. And I love seeing all the people engaged in the chat, showing, their numbers with this. And I know it's just as tough for them as it is for us, because when that list comes up, your first thing you think is, man, what a shit pile. You know what I mean? Like in the, grand scheme of things, I'm sure that some of these movies, some people do enjoy, but, it's tough. It's definitely tough. Have Cheetah Will View is stopping by saying congratulations on hitting 1K. Thank you. I appreciate that. And welcome, my friend. Let's see. So I'm on number 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going TCM for number 2. And the only reason this is so high, you brought up Matthew McConaughey. You brought up
so high.
Look,
I love it. The reason it's so high.
The reason it's so high on this list.
Reason it is so good, guys.
The reason that it just jumped out at me and said, you know what, I'm a film that's gonna stick with you forever. It's all because of one scene, and that's the remote control leg fight. When they're fighting over the remote control to control his leg, it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen, but at the same time, I could not look away. Like, it was so bad. Like do you remember the scene where Matthew McConaughey's in the tow truck and he's backing up to hit that guy, and that guy could just jump off the road, maybe to the side, so he'd go by? But no, did he? No, he didn't. He just ran down the road. Like it's bad, but to me, it's a little more entertaining. But like, it doesn't aggravate me. You know what I mean? Like TCM, I like some TCM movies, but if it's really bad, it doesn't surprise me or make me mad that it's bad. It's like, yeah, that's right on par with where we're at. You know what I mean? Especially in that time, because the last movie was Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Then we get this gem, so it's just like, yeah, that's about on par with where we're at. So it doesn't aggravate me as much as like Halloween Resurrection. So I am going TCM, The Next Generation, as my number 2 on this list of fantastic films that we are looking at today.
All right. So I guess I'll explain my number 1. Being Jason Goes to Hell. It's not that it's a good movie. It's just it's the least bad of these 4. And I guess to defend it as number 1, which I never thought on any planet I would have to defend Jason Goes to Hell as being number 1 on anything. But thank you, Michael. But I'll just say I think Jason Goes to Hell at least has somewhat of a clear vision on what it's trying to be. Freddie said there's no vision to what that even is. Halloween Resurrection, there's no vision on what they're trying to do. Put Michael in a house with a bunch of horny college kids. Okay, what are we trying to do there? There's like no vision there. Same thing with Next Generation. Jason Goes to Hell at least has vision on what it's,
I can respect this. Okay.
On what it's trying to do. It's at least trying to give explanation for how we got to where we are in the franchise. Now, we may not like the explanation. We may think the explanation is
that in there.
Yeah, we may think the explanation is total just dog shit, but it at least is making an effort to explain something and has a vision on what it's actually trying to be. And I can respect that at minimum. So for that, I would give Jason Goes to Hell the win on this.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
So well said, man. Like, so well said. Like, yeah, man. You got me thinking. Because you're right. Whether we liked it or not, you're right, man. And it's really something I never even thought about, just because I don't really put a lot of thought into dog shit movies. But they did. And same token, whether I like it or not, sometimes I like to give a little respect that they're trying something different, and they also did that. They definitely, they had to know that they were rolling a big dice, making that film, but they went for it, and also on top of that, because they were probably, it was probably even said in the room, thinking of the movie, how long can we just have, okay, kids go to Crystal Lake and get killed, we got to do something, guys, and they did have to do something, but that wasn't it.
Right.
But yeah, I would also say props to them doing something different for sure. So I'm excited to say this one because this was your number 4, Clayton.
Yeah.
And this is my number 1, and it's just, dude, I don't like the movie, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that we have different takes on it.
Right.
So Resurrection is my number 1.
You can't even say favorite.
No,
it's just number 1.
No, I can't. So it's Resurrection, and you sparked some thought when you said how disappointed you were and everything like that, like how disrespectful.
Yeah.
And that's the exact words I would have used if we were talking about Halloween Ends. The reason I don't look at Resurrection as so disrespectful is that it was like in between. It was just kind of like, I looked at it as just in between. Now, when it comes to disrespectful, and I won't go into it because that's not what we're talking about right now. but like that's where I can say disrespectful in my own opinion all day long about ends, because it was where they were saying that they were ending my favorite franchise, like they were ending it. If Ends was a part 4 or 5, just somewhere in the middle, trying to do their own little different thing, I'd be like, this sucks, but whatever. So that's kind of where I am with Resurrection. I think the movie's terrible. But it doesn't really piss me off. Like, yeah, they disrespect it, but I see where you're coming from. So the reason I do put it number 1, guys, and it's really plain and simple. I'm a simple guy. I started out loving horror because I loved Michael Myers. I loved the look of Michael Myers, and he intrigued me. So with all these shit movies that you've listed for us, Michael, thank you. At least watching Resurrection, I could get glimpses of my dude doing his thing a little bit, and he's just my favorite to look at. I know that sounds, but that's just me being real. That's me being real, and Michael knows I've always kept it real here. I just love the look of Michael Myers, and so it's the one I'm gonna put in the most is Resurrection, so I can at least like check out my boy. And I do like, it's cheesy. Last thing I'll say, it's cheesy, but for whatever reason, I think it's cool. The guy that's in the asylum that's nuts about serial killers. Yeah. When Michael hands him that knife, for whatever reason, man, I know a lot of people think it's cheesy. I think it's pretty cool. I really do like that scene. So I'm going to put in Resurrection before.
I respect that.
So that's where I'm at.
I respect that.
Me, Resurrection, seeing Michael get crane kicked out of a window and do a flip and hang himself is just beyond disrespectful. Like, that's worse than Corey holding him down and taking his mask. Like, he literally.
And I am not saying that it was not disrespectful. I'm just saying I'm glad it wasn't like saying that like this is the end of Michael. Yeah.
Like, what if he died right there and then the credits rolled like it was over?
I would have taken that death over the death that they actually gave him in the freaking movie. Like electrocuting his balls. Come on. Let's what are we, 5 years old? Come on. Like,
we haven't tried his balls yet. Let's electrocute those. It should take him out. Freaking fantastic.
Don't even get me started on Resurrection.
Oh, good God. For me, I'm being a homer, and I'll tell you why. Jason Goes to Hell is my number 1 out of these. For the simple fact that I really liked the beginning, the first 3 minutes, thought they were awesome. We talked a lot last night, and I'm not going to repeat.
I didn't know that, Michael. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's my favorite out of these 4. So
no, I mean, I didn't know that you liked that beginning. I think that's cool.
Yes, yes. The first like 3 minutes of it, before he starts making noises and gets blown up, when he actually has that interaction with that girl, like, holy shit, because you got to think after, we were in Manhattan before that, and we got that whole sewer thing where he's like, mommy, first of all, that's a whole nother annoying conversation that I can have. Jason doesn't talk, for one, and 2, whatever, he becomes a boy again.
Yeah, let's not have that conversation.
But it comes in. Jason X starts. We're at Camp Crystal Lake. We're at a cabin. She's going for the light bulb. The lights go out. It's like, hold on. Are we going back to basics here? Are we gonna do this again? That's what I'm talking about. And then, she goes running from him.
Such a teaser.
And he starts grunting and stuff. I'm like, what's he doing? Why is he making those noises? And then she jumps in, they blow him up, and he's sitting there screaming, Well, before that, that little beginning part, I was digging it. And then you get the introduction of Creighton Duke. Okay, look, I am a big fan of Creighton Duke in Friday the 13th. I said this last night, and I'll say it again because, it was a different panel. To me, Creighton Duke could have been the Loomis of Friday the 13th. It would have been in a different way. It wouldn't have been the exact same way as Loomis, but you got to think, okay? This was mentioned again last night. When Jason blows up, they pan to Creighton Duke, and what does he say? I don't think so. He knows stuff about Jason. He's not scared of Jason. Now, granted, we can go back to what you guys were saying, like we might not like the outcome of what was happening, but you have to admit it was nice having a character that knew Jason, that knew what to do and wanted to stop Jason. And I think that Creighton Duke had style with it, the whole finger breaking thing, the way that he carried himself in the movie. I really enjoy that character. Now, again, we're talking about these 4 movies, and I don't really ever stick up for, Jason Goes to Hell. But if I am going to find, a piece of gold in this turd, those are the 2 little, I hate to say the word nuggets, that I'm going to pull out of it. And that's why I go Jason, Jason Goes to Hell. But again, like I said, these games that we have, I said, you're going to laugh when you see them, but they're going to be hard to do. And they're fun, rough. Man. They are fun to do because I like to hear all the different, like Matt has a take, Clayton has a take. All 3 of our takes were pretty different, with these. And it's fucking fantastic.
I'm just glad I now know that you also like the beginning of Jason Goes to Hell, because now I did too, man. They had me on board.
When you say beginning, though, we're looking at like 3 minutes in.
No, I know.
You're digging it.
I know. I don't mean the first 25, but yeah. But that beginning too, I was right there with you, man. It had me like, I was like, yeah, let's do this. We're go.
Back.
And then it's like, what? Oh, really? Shit.
And why the hell did he have to shave that cop naked before he could puke in him?
I don't know, but I'll also be honest with you guys. A lot of these films, it's been a minute since I've seen them. It really has, and I think for good reasons. I think I can't
imagine why.
I think you can give me a break on that. But I have seen them, but it's been a hot minute, and I gotta watch some dumb shit.
Yeah.
But guys, if you'll excuse me, you hit the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
We'll catch up with the chat real quick. Right. Sarah has has gifted a Movies and Beyond membership. Sarah, thank you so much. I appreciate you, my friend. It means the world to me. Thank you. Let's see what some of the chat has to say. I tried to keep up as much as I could while we were going. Let's see. Have Cheetah Review says Jason Goes to Hell is a better movie than credited. Yeah, man. Russell saying, welcome to Dangertainment. Love it.
Dangertainment.
Melissa saying, good, so we can have it win on Tuesday live. All right. Val is saying, I don't like it when they try to explain why, when it was never meant to be explained. They always screw it up.
Yeah.
Agree. I do agree. James is saying, Chainsaw Massacre Next Generation. Leatherface fights Picard on the Enterprise. I'd watch it. I'd definitely watch it. Dominic was saying his number 1 is Jason Goes to Hell. Let's see. Russell saying, LOL, James surprised that Leatherface didn't go back to the future in the Next Generation. It's,
I mean, might as well. They were doing just about everything else with the character.
Yeah.
At least they didn't send him to space. I think Leatherface and Michael are like the only 2 that haven't gone to space yet. So
Not yet. We need Leatherface versus Michael in space. In space. Melissa's saying, I really like Jason X. I do too, Melissa. It's definitely a guilty pleasure of mine.
I do too.
Let's see. You know what's funny about Michael Myers handing someone his knife? He also did it in a fan film. He did. Let's see. A lot of people saying that they like Jason X. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Jason X is dumb fun, man. You got to know what you're getting into. Like you can't judge it based on like typical Friday movies, because that's not what it's trying to be. It's not trying to be a typical Friday movie. You got to know what you're getting into when you come to the movie. I think if you could do that and you can get on board with, all right, I understand what we're doing here. I'm on board with it. Then I think it becomes a lot more fun, and you can just sit back and enjoy Jason just taking names, Yeah,
I agree, man. I do agree. You know what you're going to get with it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like if someone were to tell me, give me a great Jason film, I'd be like, I'm going to give you some of these.
Yeah.
But if you do watch X, keep in mind that it knows what it is,
right,
and it's just gonna do it.
Just
you know
going
what I
for
mean?
it. Yeah.
We're just gonna do it.
Right.
Mayanne is saying we were in Manhattan. We were on a cruise ship and had a pit stop in Manhattan. Yeah, you ain't lying about that. You sure aren't.
Yeah.
Q is saying, hell yeah, that must be when I was talking about the Duke. I bet it was, sir. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Jason got blown to hell and then comes back even more deadly. Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, good dear God. Let's bring the Duke. That's what I'm talking about. Saying the Duke is the best. I just do. And I mentioned that last night, dude. I feel like it was a missed opportunity with Friday the 13th, because if you could have had that Loomis type of character, they just brought him in too late, man. Like it was already gone at that point.
Yeah. I think, I know you and I probably have disagreement on the first Friday movie, but I think along those lines, if they could have had like the Duke character in that first Friday movie, kind of doing what Loomis did for Michael and kind of giving us the exposition of who this Jason guy is in that first one, instead of just having Pamela just do an exposition dump all within like the last 15 minutes. When all we have left is like one character, and that's it. I think it would have worked out a lot better. He would have been that constant through the movies that you can kind of pull for. He kind of gives the exposition about Jason. I think that could have worked, man. Yeah.
I mean, I probably would have brought him in too, because like you said, we kind of do have a little bit disagreement on one. I really like, the more, the older I get, the more I'm liking one more. And that's Betsy Palmer, man. Like her acting to me, it just really pulls me in. And that's hard to do on a whodunit after you've seen a whodunit. You know what I mean? It's really hard to do. But I mean, she has some iconic lines in that, like his name was Jason, and today is his birthday. He wasn't a very good swimmer. Like those are just the Friday the 13th quotes that run through my head when I look at Jason. And I think that they did a great job building that relationship there, although there are a lot of questions, but at the end of the day, you really don't want them all answered. You could see how I'm going through this in my head, because different shit is coming out of my mouth. But yeah, man, I do think that if Jason had that type of Loomis character, not to say exactly the same as Loomis, I think that would have done better things for him, especially after 4. I think 2, 3, and 4 hold their own the way that they are. I love those. Those are the ones I watch the most in a row. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll watch 6 and 7, here and there. I'll watch those two together. But if I go back for Friday, it's usually either 2, 3, or 4 that I really jump on with those.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Oh, Sarah's bringing this up right here and saying, if you want to be eligible to win a gifted membership, make sure you turn on the allow gifting in your settings. If you want to renew a gifted membership, turn on your auto pay. Hashtag Thug Life. That's what I'm talking. Thank you, Sarah. Like, yes, 100%. Let's see. Lydia is saying, I think Leatherface. Oh, shoot. Matt's back. My bad, dude. I think Leatherface would have a stroke if he got put on a spaceship. He may have. He may have.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Do I look different after the bathroom?
Yeah. What happened in there?
I don't notice anything different. Yeah, I mean,
all right, cool. What's up, guys?
Your hair looks a little bit darker, but yeah. Did you get a haircut? Is that it? You got a haircut?
No.
Trimmed it up a little bit?
Thought about doing highlights, but
I gotcha.
Lydia said no. So what's up, guys? Where are we at here?
We were talking a little bit about Jason 9. Talking a little bit about how if it was possible that the Duke could have been like a Loomis type character through the Friday the 13th series, if he had been brought in earlier. We talked about quite a few things.
Michael, to be honest, like, you had me thinking a lot more about Duke than I ever had before.
And that's when we first met.
Yeah, and I do agree with you a lot. Duke's cool, man. Duke's cool. but I gave him a lot more attention after you had brought him up, and then seeing him in the fan film
Roseblood,
and he knocked it out of the park in Roseblood, man. So yeah, dude, I'm a fan as well, man. But it's just not my movie. But to say somebody's gonna be a Loomis for me is big talk, big shoes to fill. Loomis is to me, he's a god in horror, like just a god.
It's more of like a Loomis type character, is what I was talking about. Someone that's kind
of
like that.
I agree.
That hype man for Jason when Jason's not on screen. You know, like someone to put that. And actually, the Duke's in the chat, Matt, and he's saying thank you, sir. Appreciates that,
dude. It's man. I'm just keeping it real. Like, yeah, it's so awesome that he's in the chat, and yeah, he absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed it. There's props to you, my man.
Ooh, James has a hot take for you too. I agree with him, but I'm gonna throw it up there. I am definitely gonna throw it up there. And that's coming from the Shape. Matt's silence says everything.
I'm processing, man. I'm processing. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Dude.
Welcome back.
I hope the Duke does return, man. I hope the Duke does return for sure. Absolutely, dude.
Let me ask you two. Dude, go ahead. No, finish up before I ask. Finish up before I ask.
The one thing I was going to say is that surprised me coming from James. Like James, and you know how James is the Shape, dude. James, Halloween is his shit. Loomis is his boy. So for him to say that Loomis isn't going to last a minute in New York, it kind of surprised me. And like, I had no words. Like, so that's a battle for me and James, like another time, maybe at the booth or something. But I absolutely think he will last.
Make sure you call me before that happens, because I at least want to sit in a chair and eat some popcorn while it's going on.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Michael, like we do, we'll go get some hot dogs, man. We'll come back to the booth and we'll hash it all out, brother.
Hell sure. Yeah. All right. Are you guys ready for another round?
Typically, I would say yes, but after that, what you just threw at me, I mean, I don't know if
it's gonna be fun. I guarantee.
Here, I thought Michael was my boy, and now he's throwing this shit at me.
And you laid this shit on me? Yeah.
Oh man. No, let's do it. I'm ready.
All right. Takes a second to pop up for some reason.
Man. Sometimes these masks creep myself out.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I like this.
Let's see.
Rank.
I do too. Now he went completely flipped the switch on us. Dude,
he redeemed himself. Yeah. Character arc for Michael right here.
But how hard that is mentally to go from ranking shit to gold.
Right.
Like over like that. Come on.
Yeah. Well, Matt, I'll let you go first this time, my man.
Fair enough.
This
fair
one.
Enough. All right. Fair enough.
Let me just say goodnight to Chris before you go, Matt. Sorry, buddy. Time for me to go to work. Looking forward to Paranormal Friday. Have a good night, everyone. Take care, Chris. Thanks for hanging out with us, buddy.
Yeah, no worries, man. Take care, Chris. For sure. No worries. So I gotta realize we're starting with worst.
Right. So 4 is your worst and 1 being your best. So number 4 on this list.
Scream.
Okay.
And I've just got a really, really nasty look coming my way, guys. But that's that's something I'll have to work out, after this show. Lydia, she's a big Scream fan.
That's funny.
And this is not a knock on Scream, guys. This is not a knock on Scream. But we are talking juggernauts here, if you ask me. We're talking juggernauts. It's man, I hate to say it, guys, but I think I've actually. It's hard. It's hard. I'm gonna go with Aliens.
Number 4, Aliens. Got you.
Yeah, and that just wasn't that it wasn't the nasty look I got. It wasn't the nasty look I got. Those two are extremely hard for me, guys, when it comes to Aliens and Scream. I am gonna go Aliens. And I absolutely love Aliens, guys. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite of the Alien franchise. You have your queen, you got your warriors, you've got, game over, man. Like it has everything, guys. It has horror. It's one of the best action movies of its time. It's one of the best sci-fi movies of its time. Like, it is just a gangster of a film. It is a gangster of a film. I love it. I love all these movies, guys. I'm going to say Aliens for number 4.
All right. Cool. Clayton, number 4.
I just want to say I'm freaking stupid. I thought it was Alien, and then I saw the little S on it. I was like, "Oh shit, this is Aliens." All right, so I gotta rearrange my my order here.
Yeah.
Okay. So
thank you guys for allowing me to do that. Like, Clayton, do it all you want, but like sometimes, like, yeah.
So here's the thing. I do like all 4 of these movies. They're all 4 bangers. I could throw any of them on anytime and have a good time. But that being said, number 4, I'm also gonna go with Aliens. And the reason for that is because when I come to the Alien franchise, more often than not, I'm gonna throw on the first Alien. Because I want horror in my Alien movie, and I've always been under the feeling and the conviction that the first Alien is the more true horror movie of the franchise, where Aliens leans more sci-fi action, which is fine. I love action movies too, but when I come to Alien movies, I want the queen, I want the xenomorphs, I want the face huggers to terrify me. And I think that is done the best in the first Alien. If this was the first Alien, we would have a different order here. But with it being the second Aliens, I'm going to go Aliens at number 4.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
I respect it.
Number 4 for me. This one's tough, and it comes between 2 of them. But I am going Aliens number 4. But don't get it twisted, okay? Aliens is where Ripley truly becomes a badass. The character development between Alien and Aliens, and that's kind of where the franchise cuts off for me. At the end of this one for a while, I absolutely loved it. Absolutely love Aliens. But I am on the same boat with the first Alien. And that goes back to, when I watched it, the way that it made me feel when I saw it for the first time. It's so freaking good. But on this list right here, Aliens is number 4, but it's barely number 4. And I mean barely. Like, I didn't make this decision until literally it came up on the screen. Like, which way am I going to go here? Because I made these about an hour and a half before the show. So I haven't been sitting on these all day, like, to think about these.
I'm right there with you.
Aliens
is absolutely epic. It's fucking epic, man. It's good.
It is
so good. So are we back to me, right?
Yes. Russell
saying you, man.
Killing me, Michael. There's not a worse movie in this list.
Yeah, they're all 4 bangers, man. I mean,
but like that's what's cool. Like, if you have to freaking
Yeah.
choose, dude. You gotta
Yeah.
choose, dude. So number 3 is fairly easy for me. It's gonna go to Scream. I like Scream. I do, guys. And for what it did for the horror genre in the 90s, let's talk about that for a minute. Like, as far as I'm concerned, it was a movie that we desperately needed. It revived us in the 90s. Like, it absolutely did. Like, there, you know, we were in a freaking rut, man. We were in a rut, you know. And Scream, not only did it bring back horror, it brought back slashers. It brought back slashers with a bang. And on top of that, great, amazing cast, you know, amazing acting. You know, it gave us that twist at the end. It gave us that fun, you know, like that whole, like, kind of like high school, like, feeling. And like, you know, dude, it's a movie that'll, you can watch it and enjoy for the horror. You can let it take you back, you know, to when you were in high school and all this stuff. It's so damn fun. It's so damn fun. So I just think I watched Scream a tad bit more than Aliens. So that's why it takes number 3 for me. But the biggest thing when I say talk about Scream that I want to say is just what it did for horror in the 90s. And I always respect it for that.
Oh yeah. And I mean, for everybody listening, there's not a bad movie on this list, in my opinion. You know, there's not. So, for sure, man. Number 3 for you, Clayton. Where are you going, buddy?
I mean, so my number 1 is pretty. I think I'm pretty set in stone. 2 and 3 are very close for me. Depending on my mood and my day, they could flip. But right now, my number 3, I'm gonna go. It kills me to say it because I love this movie, but my number 3, I'm gonna go Nightmare, the original Nightmare, and I love Freddy. He's one of my top 5 favorite horror characters. Love him to death. And this first Nightmare movie is my favorite of the franchise. I just think, for me, I guess one of the issues that I think holds it back just a little bit is the ending. I don't think that they stuck the ending as well as they could have stuck the ending. I think like with Scream and Jaws, and for what it's worth, you know, the original Halloween, I think all of those movies stuck the landing. They stuck the ending very well, perfectly. So they're more, to me, more complete films.
Yeah.
I just feel that Nightmare it's A+ all the way up until that ending, and then I just think the ending just brings it down just a little bit for me. So I'm gonna go Nightmare for my number 3.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Number 3 for me, I'm going Scream. This for me, I love the first Scream. Matt, you touched on, you know, what it did for horror, and, you know, we could talk about box office numbers for the slashers when this came out, how it revitalized the box office for the slasher movie, you know, but even that, you know, this movie had the balls to do something different and break the formula and flip it on its head and say, you know what? The killer's not going to be the constant. The survivors are going to be the constant. You know, when you look at all the slashers previous, whether it be Texas Chainsaw, whether it be Halloween, whether it be Nightmare, whether it be Friday the 13th, you know, Sleepaway Camp, you can go through all of them. You know, they all had that basic formula: fodder, survivor, end. You know what I mean? They do. And I mean, shit, even Alien, you know, fodder, survivor, end. Yeah. This one did it different. You know what I mean? The same constants between Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 3 is the main cast. They're the ones returning. Sure, you lose one every now and then, you know, but they're the constants, not Ghostface. Ghostface is somebody different every time. Just like in the slashers, the survivor, most times, in most cases, is different every time. So Scream had the balls to do that, you know, and it is good. But it is my number 3 because there are 2 movies in here that I just can't. I just can't do that.
Yeah.
So sorry.
I love this, guys. I love it, man.
Sorry, not sorry. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah,
right.
So number 2, Mad Matt from Mad Matt's Mask.
Okay, so this is number 2 for myself. Oh, and this is a freaking it's a banger. They've all been bangers, so this is a lot of fun. So number 2 for me, and make sure you guys can see my ugly mug, is A Nightmare on Elm Street. I hold this movie so extremely high, like for where I'm at with, you know, my love for horror. I talked a little bit. You've heard the story, Michael. I did a lot of overnight like sleepovers with my neighbor, and they only had a couple VHS tapes, and very few were horror, but they had that Nightmare on Elm Street VHS. And we put that in one night, and I was hooked. Every night I went over to my neighbors. I was trying to beg him to put in Nightmare on Elm Street. And not trying to say like nothing scared me, but there wasn't a lot that did, even as a young kid. But Nightmare on Elm Street absolutely scared the F out of me, man. From the girl, you know, running in the hallway, Tina in the you know, body bag and being drugged down the hallway and everything, dude. I was just captivated. And then, like, again, I talk about like the look of a horror villain. What better look is there, guys, than Freddy freaking Krueger, dude?
Yeah.
Burnt, the sweater. I to this day I say his glove is, in my opinion, the number 1 most badass horror weapon in horror of all time, period. So, and how different it was. You know, you fall asleep in this guy. Dude, I'm a massive Nightmare on Elm Street 1 fan. So it's got to go number 2 for me. Love it, guys. Can't say enough good things about it. So
it's funny because, you know, we're all talking like, look, don't kill me. This isn't number 1, but like, you can't lose with these. You could put these in any order. You could put these movies in any 1, 2, 3, 4, just down the list right there, or 4, 3, 2, whatever, dude. And you're not wrong. Like, they're all bangers, and that's why they're on this list. You know what I mean? Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If someone wanted to put on Aliens, I wouldn't be like, nah.
You need one,
I want to watch.
You need one of those, Clayton.
Oh, dude, send them over, man. I'll take them. But you know what I mean? Like, if someone said I want to watch Aliens, I wouldn't be like, no, let's watch one of these other ones. Like, no, I'm cool with that. You know, Aliens is badass. So you can't go wrong with any of these. You know, you're just, at this point, you're just kind of picking your favorite children. I mean, you love all of them. You're just, you know, you got to pick one.
I will just say this before we go on to your number 2. Ellen Ripley is my favorite final girl of all time. Period.
Dude, yeah. She's badass.
That I do know.
It's Ellen Ripley. Like, I would still, like, no way.
That's awesome.
All right, dude, you're number 2. Where you at?
All right, so my number 2 is going to be Scream. I love this movie. Grew up with it. It was a lot of fun. I just love the concept. I love the characters. And we've all talked about how Wes Craven flipped the formula, traditional slasher formula on its head. But one of the other things that he did was he made audiences invest with the characters in a horror movie rather than the villain of the horror movie. And that's so important because in all these other slasher movies, you get behind the character. Like you root for Michael, you root for Jason, you root for Leatherface. With Scream, you root for these characters. You love these characters, you know, Randy and Sydney and, you know, all these characters. Like they're such likable characters that you actually want the characters to make it out. And I love that Craven did that. So for me, I'm going Scream 2. I love the concept. The opening is fantastic. A great opening, unexpected. You don't see it coming. You know, they put Drew Barrymore on the poster, making you think she's going to be the final girl, and then boom, she's gone in 10 minutes. And yeah, I'd never get tired of Scream. It's got my favorite Ghostface, Billy Loomis. Still my favorite. Him and Stu are my favorite combo. So yeah, Scream's my number 2.
And let's not forget this too about Scream. And this is something, you know, when I talk to a lot of Scream fans, you know, about Scream, they do really love to bring up the fact of how self-aware this movie is. You know, like you talk about, they're watching Halloween. You know, Randy's constantly talking about, you know, prom. If they watch Prom Night, they'd save some time. You know, like it's basically that love letter to, you know, the slasher franchise. And that's something else to consider with that too, man. Like it's just, it's so good. So good. Number 2 for me, which is crazy because if my math is correct, we're all about to have the same number 1. Nightmare on Elm Street is number 2 for me. And from what I'm reading in the chat, our number 1 will not be popular, but that's just fine. You know, it's A Nightmare on Elm Street, dude. You introduced a slasher that had personality. For me, it was just like, holy shit, this guy's got personality. You know what I mean? Freddy has that swagger, man. He's the only slasher that has swagger. Like whether it's good swagger or bad swagger, depending on which movie you're watching, you know, you can put a silhouette of Freddy Krueger standing somewhere and you know who the hell it is by the way he's standing with that arm, you know, kind of leaning down. Like he is the pimp of slashers, dude. Like he is Freddy freaking Krueger, dude. Robert Englund brought so much to that character. You look at Nightmare on Elm Street 2, they tried to make it without him and it went to shit. You know, it went to absolute shit. So they brought him back to play Freddy. You know, like you just couldn't, dude. Like you look at Jason, you look at Michael, you look at Leatherface. You know, if the guy's somewhat competent, they can play the character. Freddy, on the other hand, you've got to have that swagger that Freddy comes with, man. And to me, that threw everything, it just flipped everything over and was just like, man, you know what? I really dig this dude. He's scary. You know what I mean? And not only that, he's going to have interaction with me. You know, you look at all the other guys that we had up at this point, and I mean, even Billy. Like you go, Billy was crazy, but there wasn't a whole lot of personality there. Like he had multiple personalities. You know what I mean? Very schizophrenic, but it was a jumbled mess. You know what I mean? Psycho, you know, you look back at that, you had dual personalities, but mom wasn't really the one that was going to sit there and talk to you before she stabbed you in the shower. You know what I mean? Freddy brought that, man. He brought that energy and that back and forth. And we talk about the way that he killed you. You know, we're used to seeing someone just get killed. Freddy's taking his time. He's making you lose sleep. He's wearing you down mentally before he finishes you off. Nightmare on Elm Street, that's a banger. That's my number 2. I won't keep going with it. And that's going to bring us all to number 1. And if my math is correct, we all have the same number 1.
Yeah.
So the only thing I can really ask you guys is why. You know, and I'll start with you, Matt.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, because I it's my pleasure to kick this off. Jaws, guys. I have 4. I have a mean top 4, and it's Halloween, and it pretty much doesn't matter whether it's the original or it's Rob Zombie's original Halloween. It's Halloween. It's The Predator, and this isn't in any order. It's The Predator, Christine, and Jaws for me. Those are my 4.
Are those 4 favorite horror movies of all time, or movies period of all time?
Both. Period.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So it would be both. But that is my 4. Jaws, guys. I might even watch it tonight because for me, you just mention it and I want to watch it. Like, it's just so stupid good. You know, to Quint coming in there and, you know, telling his whole story. It's so good. And to this day, I've seen so many shark movies where the shark doesn't compare to Bruce from Jaws. You know, and you're talking 30, 40 plus years later. Like, it still holds up to this day, you know, what Spielberg did. But it's the way he did it. It's the interaction from, you know, all the characters. It's their dialogue. It's the story. It's when they say that they're heading out on the Orca to go out there, like, it doesn't matter how many times I've seen this movie, I still get goosebumps. And I'll be like, we're going out there on the Orca. We're going to get Jaws. It's like, dude, you've seen this 50 times. I don't give a shit, dude. Yeah. I freaking love Jaws. And it was executed beautifully. It was shot beautifully. The practical effects hold up to this day. Cannot say enough good things about Jaws, guys. I know you guys feel the same way, obviously, but Jaws, man, I'm a nut for Jaws, dude. I was lucky enough, guys. This past Scarefest, Michael, I had that Jaws diorama that was made by McFarlane. Yeah, where have you seen that? Yeah. And I was able to have Richard Dreyfuss sign that, and that's a staple for my collection, man. But yeah, it's Jaws all day.
Hell yeah,
that's awesome.
Clayton, Jaws,
man. I would just echo everything Matt said, and just say that for one, I think the score right off the bat just completely reels you in. Just that low, slow, methodical score that builds as it progresses is also the theme of how the movie unfolds. The movie does the same thing. It starts off slow and it builds and it builds, and then they're on the water, and then they're interacting with the shark, and then they're in the water with the shark. And just like the score builds to its climax, the movie itself builds to its climax. So the score actually represents how the movie itself unfolds. Yeah. And
Clayton, tell me, I'm sorry, Clayton, I want you to tell me how good that opening scene was.
Oh, dude, it's stupid good, man. It's so good. I mean, I will defend Jaws as being a horror movie all day. I know some people don't, and it's ridiculous to me. I'm like, dude, it's a shark eating people. That's freaking terrifying.
2 words, dude. 2 words. Creature feature. Done.
Creature
Argument
feature. Yeah,
over.
done.
Argument
Boom.
over.
Yeah, case closed. But yeah, it's so good. The characters, the acting, the directing. I mean, it's got all of it. It's got the writing, the storytelling. I mean, is a beautiful story. It's essentially about Brody, this simple guy trying to take care of his family, trying to find his way in the small town, protect the people, do his duty. But he has this fear of the water. He has this fear of drowning, and he has to overcome his fear along the way. He has to face that fear. He confronts that fear in this movie. And by the end, he's the one that faces his fear. And by facing his fear, he actually overcomes it by killing the shark. The shark represents his fear. And so you actually get a full arc with this character along the way. You actually get this beautiful story of a guy who decides, I'm not going to live in fear anymore. I'm going to face my fear. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to combat it. And in the end, he actually comes out victorious. And I love that journey along the way. You have the dialogue. We all love the scene of the USS Indianapolis dialogue with Quint. But even like you get to know these characters so well throughout the movie that you feel like by the end you feel like you know them. Like I feel like I know Brody. I feel like I know Dreyfus, by the end.
Storytelling. That's why.
Great storytelling. Yeah, and great acting by the actors themselves. So it's a masterpiece. To me, it's perfection. I love it.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I love it. I love it, guys.
Yeah.
It is. It is a fucking masterpiece.
It is.
So just to touch on, you guys covered, a lot of it, and just to touch on a couple things, with that, you mentioned the score, right? There's not a person that hears that score that doesn't know what that is.
Dude.
There's not.
Yeah.
Donna, Donna. How many? You get in the water, Donna, Donna. Everybody's like, fucking Jaws. It doesn't matter. They know it. They know it. The storytelling, from what you guys were saying, yes. Just to add on just a little bit to what you were saying about you caring about the characters, right? You look at the three characters at the end. You're really not sold on Quint. You're like, this guy's kind of a dick. But then you get the story. They drink, you get that story. And he brings an understanding to the audience on why he is the way he is. You know what I mean? And you can't help but to feel sorry for him. Oh, he tells his story, dude. I'm not going to go through all that, but it's just like, damn. And even Hooper's sitting there like, holy shit, both of them. Now you have these three bonded, before, Hooper doesn't like Quint doesn't like Hooper. Brody doesn't give a fuck really about either of them. Kind of likes Hooper, but you know what I mean? But that moment before the shit hits the fan, you get that beautiful scene of them talking and bonding and relating and fucking amazing storytelling.
Yeah.
That brings you in before the shit hits the fan, because that's going to make you care more about everything. It's going to add that emotion to what you're watching. Because before that, you're like, Quint gets eaten. You're like, yeah, you dumb son of a bitch. Yeah, you're going to get, you know what I mean? You don't care. The way they bring that together right before it happens, and it literally happens after he's done. Boom.
Yeah.
You get the boom. You know what I mean? And it starts up. Phenomenal movie. Fucking phenomenal movie. And that to me is what puts it different than all these other ones.
It's in a league of its own.
It's Spielberg though, dude. Like that's kind of an unfair advantage. I mean, Aliens is Cameron, so there is that there. Wes Craven, okay, I get it, but Spielberg went where he went for a reason. You know what I mean? Like and
the hell that he went through making that movie, just the perseverance that he had to finish that thing off, man. They were only supposed to be on location for about 50 days. They ended up being there for over 160. Over 100 days longer than they were scheduled to be there. And there are so many times Spielberg could have thrown in the towel, called it quits, given up, whatever, and he didn't. He had a story to tell, and he fucking told it. He stayed with it to the end, and that perseverance, and ironically also represents the characters themselves. In particular Brody and his perseverance to the end. So there you go.
Mayanne just brought up a good point too. She's talking about how people weren't wanting to go to the beach after that movie. I'm a kid from Ohio. We have no beach. Granted, when I was younger, I moved to Hawaii. I lived in Hawaii for 4.5 years. Guess what I thought about every time I jumped in that damn water? Fucking Jaws. You know what I mean? Like that was my connection with the ocean, was Jaws. And for something to instill that in someone, you know what I mean? Fucking fantastic.
Oh, absolutely. And you're not alone. And one thing you brought up, Michael, that I just want to, reiterate, because it's so important. The connection we got with the characters, like you said it best, man. If we didn't have that dialogue with, Quint's story.
Yeah.
Quint going into, Bruce's mouth would have been just whatever, kind of cool, but whatever.
Yeah.
But after that story and that dialogue and saying he'll never put on a life jacket again.
Yeah.
Then you felt for him when he was sliding down, going in.
Now his story. and he was supposed to be the one that got away, dude, and he wasn't.
You hit it so well.
Yeah.
You hit it so well. But without that story, he would have just been a man eaten by a shark. But he was a lot more than that.
Yeah. And kind of a dick, too.
Like,
it's fair.
Yeah, man. But, dude, it's such a good film.
So good.
Such a good film. Guys, right. I do have to get ready and head out.
Okay.
Michael, go ahead with that. What you were going to say?
Oh, I'm sorry you're going to miss this last one because it's a really quick one, too. And it's funny. It's funny. Mayan saying we will be celebrating 2K next week at this rate and donates $1.99. Thank you, Mayan. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. But yeah, if you got to go, bud, I understand, man. It's right around the 2 hour mark.
I do. I have a lot going on. Won't bore you guys with that. Michael, buddy, from the bottom of my heart, man. Congrats, dude. Dude, you're my boy. Michael, you are my fucking boy. Congrats on the 100 and plus. I love what you're doing, dude. I'll always be here to support you. I hope that you see that. I am not going anywhere. Yeah. Clayton, always a good time talking with you, man. So yeah, guys, and have a good rest of the show, man. I'll be back on if you'll have me, Michael, next Sunday.
Matt, I'll have to get you on my channel sometime, man. It'll be fun.
I'd be honored. I'd be honored, Clayton. I'd be absolutely honored.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, for sure.
Take it easy, guys. Brother.
All right. Take care, guys. Love you, Michael.
Yeah.
Take care, buddy. Love you too, bud. Clayton, you're really going to enjoy this one. And I seriously mean it from the bottom of my heart. We have
you got me a little nervous.
Oh, no.
I'm a little nervous.
We have been so focused on horror. I thought that I would take a break from that.
Okay.
And we will say rank these 4 movies. Can you do it? Can you do it?
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
The faces alone. It wouldn't be Movies and Beyond if Will Ferrell didn't make an appearance. It would not be.
Yeah.
Rank these 4 movies. I really need to think about this. I have done no homework on this.
I do. Yeah. Okay. Give me a minute here. Let me think.
I don't even think that the chat was ready for this one.
Yeah, I don't think they were either. So I'll say this. I know my number 1 just because my number 1 is also just, and I think you and I maybe have talked about this privately, but it's my favorite comedy of all time. But 2 through 4 is going to be, it could be a challenge. Because all 4 of these are great.
Yes. This is tough for me.
This is, dude.
This might be the hardest one of the night for me because I don't want any of them to not be included.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah. Dude. Okay.
So the timer is on number 4.
Okay. All right. Here we go. I don't feel comfortable with this pick. I don't.
And then I'll bang your tuna girlfriend. Like,
but Dad, it's Shark Week. Yeah. Oh, dude. Okay. All right. I'm gonna give a number 4. I'm gonna stand by it. My number 4. I'm gonna go, and it kills me to say it. I'm hesitant to say it. But my number 4, I'm gonna go with Talladega Nights. For my number 4. I know.
It's a tough one.
I know. It is. It's tough. I feel like I just committed a mortal sin by saying it. I know. Oh, man.
Excellence.
Yeah. Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
When he's sitting there like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
That was me on my first live, bro. I swear to God. He's just like, I don't know what to do with my hands. When he's being interviewed, I swear
man.
that was me on my first live. I'm just sitting there talking about Stranger Things. Like,
yeah. I don't know what to do with my hands. Oh, it's so good, man. But okay, here's the thing. It's not that I don't like Talladega Nights. I love Talladega Nights. I just feel that the story in it for me is, of these 4 stories, I think the story that least interests me. If we're just taking the stories, take the characters out of it, remove the characters and the dialogue, just taking the storytelling.
All right.
I would take the other 3 stories more interesting to me than the story in Talladega Nights. So, I mean, at this point, I'm literally trying to find reasons.
I love the fact that you're trying so hard, man.
I am,
dude. You're just like,
I'm like, I have to find something.
Like when you try to break down a Will Ferrell movie in your head, it's just like, dude, shit is just madness in there. At this point. Like,
Right. It is. Yeah, you just got it. You're just grabbing for something. So yeah, that's my only reason I can think of to put it at my number 4. But yeah, I'm gonna go Talladega. I don't like it, but that's got to be my number 4.
Jerry said, "Did we just become best friends?"
Oh man,
he's also saying, "I'm all jacked up on Mountain
Dew." Yeah.
Also saying, "Shake and bake."
Oh
my
man,
God, it's so
that's
good.
So good.
Number 4 for me, as much as I hate to do it, and I love this character. One of my favorite characters out of all of these guys.
Yeah.
But I'm going with Anchorman as number 4. I love Ron Burgundy. Don't get me wrong.
So
there
good.
is no losing here. But yeah, I dude, like, he's so fucking good. I can't. But number 4 for me is Anchorman. If you want me to explain it more in detail, I really can't right now.
Yeah. We're struggling just to get through this, man. Like it's struggle enough right now. Oh man.
All right. We're throwing other Will Ferrell movies in there. Like we need.
Dude, there's so many.
We need Elf. You know.
There's Yeah, dude, even his cameo in Wedding Crashers is freaking phenomenal, bro. When he comes down the stairs, and the first thing that he says to Owen Wilson, he doesn't ask him, "Who are you?" He doesn't ask him, "What are you doing here? What do you want?" His first thing he says to this complete stranger in his house, he's got that towel around his neck. He's just like, "What the fuck do you want?"
And it's the way he delivers the line too, man.
Yes.
Like, it's not even like,
oh my gosh. Dude, I'm gonna be in tears by the end, bro. Oh shit.
All right. So number 3, bro.
Okay.
What do you have for number 3? I love John Hughes movies, Melissa, by the way.
Number 3, I'm gonna piggyback. I'm gonna go Anchorman for my number 3. Like you said, I love the movie. The character is one of the best freaking characters in a comedy, man.
When the guy kicks Baxter off the bridge, you're like, what the
dude, that was oh man. It's like all the actors together, just their chemistry together is so good. Steve Carell, Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, they all blend so well together. And the movie is it's magic. You put those guys together like that, it's money. I just think for me, the reason it's not a little higher is, and again, I'm having to pick here. I'm having to reach for something. I'm a sucker for detective stories, regardless of the genre. So for me, like the detective story in The Other Guys is, you know, that's gonna be a big thing for me. Like I love detective type stories. I wanted to be a detective when I was a teenager. Thought that was going to be what I did. So like I love detective movies like that. Seven, Boondock Saints. You know, like I love those type of stories. So, and then the story in Step Brothers is just freaking. It's GOAT status, man. So yeah, I'm gonna go Anchorman as my number 3.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Oh man.
Number 3 for me, I'm going Talladega Nights. I love this movie. I don't have anything bad to say about this movie. It's just when it's in a class of this, it's oh my god, man.
Yeah.
Like there's if you're not first, you're last.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like the whole thing. His kids.
Please be 18.
Yeah, his kids. Like I said, I keep bringing this up, and I know it's subtle, but to me, it's so funny.
Yeah. Dude, that dinner table scene is so good, bro. It's so good.
Table scene. I love the scene with Lois Lane at the end when they're at the bar and she's like hyping him up, and he's like, "Oh shit, are we about to get it on?" You know what I mean? Like it's just so freaking good. Like I love it, man. The people in the movie are fantastic.
Oh yeah,
I love it. Talladega Nights is number 3 for me. You would think I was talking about my number 1, but to me, these are all number 1s.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I'm gonna go with Talladega Nights.
Nice. I respect it.
And I do want to say, Lydia's heading out. Good night, Lydia. Have a good one. Drive safe. And thank you very much.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh,
number
man.
2, brother.
All right. So like you said, all 4 of these could easily be number 1 on any other type of list. I love all of these movies, but my number 2 is going to be The Other Guys. And I actually just recently reviewed this movie. So I saw it very recently and loved it, had a blast with it. It's so good. The pairing of Will Ferrell with Mark Wahlberg is genius. Genius casting, because they're so opposite that they blend so well together.
Yeah.
And it's stupid quotable, man. Stupid quotable. My wife is not hot. Okay, she's cute. So, dude, there's so many lines. Bro, I mean, yeah.
Let me say goodnight to James. He's heading out for the night real quick. Folks, I'm going to sign off. Took some pain pills and they're starting to make me woozy. Hope you all have a great night. James, thanks for coming tonight, brother. Have a great night, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been laughing so hard now. I'm starting to cough.
I had tears earlier, man.
Yeah.
I had tears earlier. I might still have some coming when we get to my number 1.
Oh, dear God. Number 2 for me, I'll be the first one to bring it out. It's the Catalina fucking wine mixer.
Oh,
I'm going with Step Brothers. I love this movie. I do. I love this movie. And, you know, by me giving my number 2, you're going to know what my number 1 is. And I'm sure we're about to roll on both of these. So I'll leave it for when Clayton gets to his number 1 and calls out Step Brothers, because that's what he has left. We'll hit both of these up. We'll definitely hit both of these up. All right,
dude.
Man. Hit me with Step Brothers, dude. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So Step Brothers, from day 1 that I saw this movie, this was my favorite comedy of all time. Dude, I love this. I've never laughed. Hand to God, I have never laughed so much, so hard in any movie like I still do with Step Brothers. I've seen it 100 times. You could throw it on right now and watch me cry. If you want to see Clayton cry, just throw Step Brothers on and I will be crying from laughter 10 minutes into the movie. From the opening scene to the closing scene, this movie is just so freaking good, bro. I mean, these characters together, John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell, they can't miss when they're on screen together, man. They can't miss. And you have I quote this movie. So for people that don't know, I'm a huge Batman fan. All right. I love Batman. He's my favorite fictional character. I quote Step Brothers more than I quote even Batman movies. Okay. Like Step Brothers is the movie I quote more than anything else. It's so good. Every scene has something quotable. It's a Catalina wine mixer. Wow.
Yeah.
Why is he saying that? Mom, I'm watching the thing with the lady.
Mayanne is saying, your singing is like a mix of Jesus and Fergie. Oh God, he's freaking.
Oh man. Oh shit.
Saying, what if I come out of the shower and she sees this young calf? It's not like the old bull. She takes a look. He said, I got a perfect V of hair from my chest pubes to my ball fro. Like, dude, he's like, God damn it, Dale. Like, he just can't take it anymore. And
shit.
it's just, oh my God, dude. Like,
shit.
Step Brothers.
Man.
Like one of the next Patreon watches. I'm telling you guys, like, seriously, like, I can't. Like, I can't.
It's. I forgot to ask you. Do you like guacamole? So good.
How many people, when you say Step Brothers, say it's the fucking Catalina wine mix?
Oh
like,
man,
it's
everybody. It's so quotable. And then even the dad at the end, he was like, he says. I can't get it out. He's
I think I broke him. I finally broke Clayton.
Oh shit. Okay, let's see if I can get through this. He says, the dad at the end, he's like, I wanted to be a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
He does like all the
his arm.
Oh, dude. And I mean, you can go to like Boats and Hoes. You remember that? Like,
dude.
I remember probably 15 years ago going into Best Buy when they used to have like all the like Guitar Hero stuff out. You know,
dude,
and they
I'm
had,
sweating,
like, drums. I'd go and sit down and I'd hit the drums like Boats and Hoes. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, this is my beat laboratory. Okay.
Did you touch my drum set? I've got a belly full of white dog crap, and you're gonna lay this shit on me? Like, dude, there are so many freaking.
Oh man.
Sarah Campbell throws a generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much. And she says, Robert better not get in my face because I'll drop that motherfucker.
The fact that he's a 40-year-old guy sitting in the back seat of his mom's car. Oh,
it's so good, man.
Oh, dude. I'm not gonna call him dad ever, even if there's a fire. Dude. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm sweating, bro. I'm sweating and crying.
All right, shit. So Step Brothers, you're number one. Dude, I absolutely love that movie. But I have a special connection with the other guys, man. Like, I just do. Like, the time it came out, watching that movie, I never how over the top the beginning is with The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson. Like, when he comes flying out of that car, or the car comes flying out of the bus, and he's just shooting out of the front windows. It's so ridiculous. And Will Ferrell getting checked in through that whole freaking movie, dude. No matter who he talked to, somebody was checking him in.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, one of y'all are going to have to do my paperwork. He's like, I'll do it. He's like, hey, you shut your face. If I wanted to hear you talk, I'd shove my fist up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet. You know what I mean? It's like, Jesus Christ, man. He's basically saying he'd do your work for him.
Yeah.
So many things. The tuna and the lion, bro, to me,
you'll lose that battle. You lose that battle 9 times out of 10.
He's like, I'm gonna swim out there and eat you. And he starts to walk away, turns around, he goes, and then I'll bang your tuna girlfriend. He goes out in the hallway and comes back in. He goes, you know, I was gonna badmouth you behind your back, but my dad, I'm gonna do it right to your face. You know, the desk pop. You know, all of those things and little subtle things in that movie that made
Oh man.
when they were at therapy, the guys that use the gun,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
telling, and that one guy was telling the story. He's like, so I drop in there, and the other guy stands up. He's like, oh shit, it's like I'm there now. Little things like that, man, that had me laughing
Yeah.
so much, man.
Oh,
It's
dude.
so damn good. All of these movies are so freaking fantastic. I wanted to do a little something different to end the show, and I knew that this would get us all laughing. But yeah, man. So
Dude, you may have done me in, bro. Man, I'm struggling right now. I'm sweating, crying, my stomach hurts, bro. Like, oh shit.
It's so good, man. And we're gonna wrap up here in a minute. I just wanted to say thanks again, dude. Matt was here earlier. Thanked him. I want to thank you, dude. You're coming over here all the time. You're modding for the channel. You've really put a lot. Your channel member. You really put a lot into Movies and Beyond, and I appreciate you very much. Not only as a supporter, a fellow content creator, but I can definitely call you one of my friends, man. And I want to thank you for everything, man. Getting to know you, dude, has been my pleasure for sure. And we're just gonna keep banging forward, man. We're just gonna keep doing our thing.
Yeah, and I just want to say, I know you and I have talked, and I know you're not big on recognition and stuff, but dude, I say it because I mean it, and I say it because you deserve it. But I can't thank you enough, brother. You've been just not only a great friend, but a huge help to me on my channel, and that's not something that, and this probably better than anybody, that's not something you come across very, very much, especially on YouTube. People that are willing to help, people that are willing to offer, a helping hand, help someone else make it. We talked like YouTube, world of YouTube, apparently some competition. Apparently I missed that when I created a channel. I didn't know it was all about competition, who can get the most likes and views and all that crap. I do my channel,
dude. It's
fun.
Everything's
it's fun.
And
that's what I was going to say. Like, I do my channel because I love it. I enjoy it. I have fun talking about the stuff I talk about. I enjoy doing what I do. And I enjoy talking with people like you, people like Eric, guys that I have on my channel. It's fun. And I try to give back as much as I can to other channels. This. I'm always telling people to go check out Movies and Beyond, check out the Bearded Entertainment. I recently put Peter Anthony's logo up on my channel as well for people to go check out, because I love you guys, and I can't be more happy, more proud of you, man, for getting to 1,000 subs. You're gonna keep, this is just the beginning for you, bro. You're gonna skyrocket from here. Sky's the limit, man. You have no ceiling on your channel, and it's just to the sky, man. So thank you very much for helping me out. Thank you very much for your friendship, and thank you very much for having me on the channel, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, man. I like hearing that, man. Thank you. And you're right, I'm not good with that stuff. I'm not, like, it makes me anxious. I've never been good, at attention, stuff like that. But I said this before when we started the show, and I'm gonna say it again because I mean it, wholeheartedly, dude. If it's not for other people, there is no Movies and Beyond. Movies and Beyond is what we're doing right now. It's our conversation. It's the engagement with the people in the chat. And I have so many friends in this chat, and they're people that I didn't even know before I started this, before this YouTube journey began. And I look at Movies and Beyond as a family, and I'm always saying that in our mod chat. Like, we're crazy, we're sporadic, we never stay on task, but when it's time to be on task, we're on task. And that's the crazy thing about it. I couldn't be more grateful than I am for, everybody that's come into my life through YouTube, other content creators, my friends, my mods, the people that come every week, the people that come sometimes. I've been lucky enough to meet some of these people outside of here, and I've made some really good friends. Like, it's it's fun first here. Like that's my biggest thing. I want everybody to have fun, and as long as we're doing what we're like, that's us, man. Like we're the kids that we're like the kids that just wander around aimlessly. You know what I mean? Like we're and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the Will Ferrell ranking tonight, because it's been an ongoing joke for all of us at Movies and Beyond for such a long time. That I wanted to incorporate that into this celebration. Like I'm sweating too, dude. My face is red.
Oh, dude.
I can't get the color to add right now.
My cheeks are swelling. Like,
but I'm sweating, like it's already hot here. Like it's like 70 something degrees and it's Ohio. Like it makes no sense. But all of you guys in the chat, everybody that was here tonight, everybody that wanted to be here that couldn't make it. Hell, if you're here for the first time, if you're watching on replay, I appreciate each and every single one of you. And I just have to say this, man. Like this right here, this guy right here, I've known him since I was a little kid. You know what I mean? Like, John, what's up, my man? Thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. And always glad to see you here, my friend. We grew up together. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Coming here to support me, to do this, like, it's freaking amazing, man. And all I'm gonna tell you guys, been very humble tonight, and that's me. That's who I am. But I am gonna say this: we're just getting started. We got a lot of stuff that we're gonna do, and I cannot wait to do that and to share it with you guys, because in the grand scheme of things, we hit 1,000 subscribers, and that is a huge milestone. And I'm very happy that we did that, because I never thought I would. I did this, COVID started. It's like, I'm bored. Let's see what I can do. But we're learning how to swim. You know what I mean? We're learning, we're treading water right now. I want to get to the Olympics with this family here. This is the family that I want with me, no matter what we do. These are the people that I want. Everybody that's here all the time. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And that's really all I have to say, other than thank you for every bit of everything that you guys do. Everything. It's fantastic. But,
and I just real quick, if you don't mind, I just want to give a quick shout out to Jerry Wilson. Jerry is he volunteered to mod for my channel, and he didn't have to do that. He did that because that's who he is. Jerry's been just an awesome guy, awesome dude, good friend. And Jerry, I just want to publicly thank you, man, for helping me out as well. And for just being the solid rock that you are. Man, thank you. So I just wanted to throw that special thanks out to Jerry.
And that's something about, everybody in here, like I said at the beginning, they bring something to it. But Jerry, dude, he's no matter what kind of mood I'm in, I get a message from Jerry and I start laughing, or something. Like Jerry, you're a hell of a fucking friend, dude. Like seriously. All you guys are freaking amazing in one way or another. And just grateful. Just know that, if anything, I'm very grateful for all of you guys. I'm not always the best at saying stuff. I'm just not. Like my personality, it's but just know that that's what I think. Like that's in my head. That's what I think, and I'm grateful for all of you guys. And let's look at this as a starting point and see what we can do. That's what I say. Like, okay, we did that part. What's next? What else are we gonna do? This is the first one. This is the first milestone that I really wanted, was being monetized. I never thought I'd be monetized. I thought, well, I'll get on there, talk to a couple people.
Right.
You know what I mean? It'll be fun. And now it's like, oh, you're kind of responsible for a lot of stuff now. Like,
that's so cool.
I should probably do things and
Dude, my cheeks are puffing, bro.
Yeah, I'm red faced, dude. Like I'm slightly concerned about my blood pressure right now.
Yeah,
not even gonna lie. It's like
too.
it's like there are certain
I'm
things
still,
like, why is your face so
bro.
red?
I'm still sweating, bro. Yeah, I'm still sweating. Stomach hurts, but yeah, I've loved it, man. This has been an awesome night, awesome stream. Love kicking it with you, Michael. You know that. Yeah, I can't wait to see what's to come for your channel, bro.
I am so grateful for all the support I got tonight, dude. Like the people that come through that, I really don't, I haven't talked to in a while, man. Like that meant a lot to me, that happened. And, I tried to give everybody as much attention as I could, but you guys in the chat were gone for a while. And I have to say, I'm damn proud of myself for keeping up the way that I did. But
Savage.
if any reason that you feel like I somehow left you out tonight, that was not my intention. I did the best I could with the chat, especially early on. It was I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It was hard. And I'm saying this flat out on YouTube. This could be a conversation we had in my chat, but no, I'm going to do it right here because it's just like I was a little bit overwhelmed, by the amount of people that showed up when we started, all the super chats, all the gifted memberships. You guys don't have to do that, but just know when you do, I am so appreciative. I am so appreciative that you guys enable me to do something I love. And I've had positions at companies that are very good paying positions and very good, but I've never been truly happy doing something like I am truly happy bringing you guys content and doing live shows for you guys. I make a couple videos every now and then, but it's not really my thing. I'm better, to stand here and talk to you guys the way that I do. But thank you so much. All the Patreon members, all the channel members. I can't be more thankful to each and every one of you. And I promise that not only will the channel members get more stuff, Patreon's going to get more stuff, and we're gonna move forward. We're definitely going to move forward. With that being said, guys, I'm about out of here for tonight. I got to go probably put some ice on my face, figure out what my blood pressure is. Maybe it's just the lighting. I'm hoping it's just the lighting. But yeah, but
hey, you did this.
I did.
This on you,
I
bro.
brought this on us. So like when I have a heart attack later and pass out, they'll be like, what happened to you? I'll be like, Step Brothers, bro. We were talking about Step Brothers. It ended it. It ended it. But I just want to say thank you to everyone, and I want to say good night to everyone. And I will talk to y'all soon. Oh, before I do, check out Ages of Film. If you haven't checked out Ages of Film yet, what are you all waiting for? Go over there, watch the videos, subscribe, hit that like button. He's doing good shit over there. I'm telling you, and I wouldn't lie.
Thanks,
good shit over there. Yes, 100%. Go over and subscribe to Clayton right now. Do it. But yeah, that's it, man. Let's get out of here, everybody. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hey.